And boom, we're live. Yeah, I got to make sure your mic's all on
Boom.
order.
Fucking live.
Part 3,
studio.
Third day in a row. UFC 280 breakdown last episode. If you guys didn't check it out, you can always go check it out on our Twitter, our YouTube page, MMA Complete Podcast on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like one of the
@complete_MMA on Twitter.
It's like one of our first ones on our profile. It's right there. Click it.
Oh yeah, for the Twitter. Yeah. And I love it that it's like kind of spotlighted on Twitter. I feel like maybe.
Oh, I've been pinning it.
Yeah, I figured that's good.
Yeah.
And then I forgot what I was about to say. Anyway, so last episode we did Sean O'Malley. No, we didn't. We did
Beneil
Dariush versus Matus Gamrot and Caitlin Chukagian versus Manon Fiorot.
Yeah.
Those two fight breakdowns you can go check out on the last episode, again on our YouTube page or on our Twitter @complete_MMA, which you can see on the bottom scroller. And then today we're going to be talking about a couple more fights, but I figured we would take a little bit of time to talk about any breaking news that happened today.
Okay, 32 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
UFC Seoul. Where's that?
South Korea.
Okay, it's South Korea. UFC. Probably a fight night, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
February 4th.
Korean Zombie, probably.
Yes. To no one's surprise, the Korean Zombie is expected to headline February 4th.
I would
in
assume
South Korea.
So. That'll probably be like maybe
South
him versus
Koreans.
Brian Ortega?
No. Fellow South Koreans Kung Hoo Kang and Do Hoo Choi are also expected to feature on the card. So
both very good contenders.
Yeah, so no fight yet. I think they're just.
It's probably announced for a long way away, right? Does it have a date?
February 4th.
Oh, okay. That's actually closer than we thought.
Yeah.
It's close enough that, my original thought was Arnold Allen versus Calvin Kattar. Maybe the winner of that or the loser of that fights Korean Zombie.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably too soon. Then again, it is 3 months away, so maybe. Could be. That's pretty cool, though. I did see something the other day about a UFC Jamaica that was happening as well. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
I don't know when that would be. Again, that's going to be a fight night. But I did see that they're either trying to get it done or they have already got it done.
Yeah. I wanted to just, because Oliveira said this about Makhachev. He thinks Makhachev should have faced a top 5 opponent before he got the title shot. Do you agree?
No, I don't agree. Oh, shit. I think that we have seen that in the past, and that's normally my take, that you got to have a top 5 win before you go for a title. That's something I've said in the past that I don't like. But Islam Makhachev is an exception, and I'll give you another exception.
More towards me.
Yeah. I'll give you another exception. Alex Pereira.
Yeah.
And then again, Alex Pereira did fight a top 5 guy. Strickland was number 5.
Yeah.
But, he hadn't fought a ranked opponent before he did that. Some guys you just know. Yuri Prohaska never fought a top 5 guy before he went for the title.
Yeah. You need a second?
Nope.
Okay.
We're good. Yuri Prohaska never fought a top 5 guy before he went for the title either. Some guys, they're phenoms, they're undefeated, or they're close to undefeated. Alex Pereira isn't undefeated, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's 6-1.
Yeah, he lost in the PFL.
Right.
His first fights.
So
call that out, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he called it out about a year and a half ago.
A long time ago.
And I think that Makhachev is one of those guys that you just,
Yeah, he thinks he got it because he is part of the Khabib.
He's the Khabib influence, yeah. And I don't disagree with that. I think that he's also skilled enough to fight for the title. I also think that if Makhachev wasn't getting this title fight, who would? Poirier, you just beat him. Gaethje, you just beat him. Lightweight contenders. Michael Chandler, you beat him.
Yeah.
You beat all the top 5 guys except for Islam Makhachev, so Islam Makhachev should get the title shot. Yeah. I disagree with that from Oliveira.
Aljamain Sterling and Piotr Jan, dude.
Respect.
Yeah. A lot of respect towards them. Kind of cool to see. I wasn't expecting that, to be completely honest. I just saw that on my way over here. I was definitely surprised by that. I think, I don't know, possible rematch in the future? Gotta be, right?
Yeah, I think that there's definitely going to be a trilogy. Here's the thing.
Especially if Sterling loses, right?
If Sterling loses, then something is going to happen. I think that didn't we just hear the other day, and I know this goes true for Sean O'Malley, but I think it should go true for Petr Yan too. The winner of that fight gets a title shot.
Yeah.
Didn't we hear that?
Yeah, but I think Volk has it, right?
No, that's we're talking bantamweight.
Oh yeah.
Petr Yan and
I'm
Aljamain's
on a fucking
bantamweight.
another level here.
I'm gonna tweet out.
Now, because I'm reading stuff too. I'm trying to not read, but I'm trying to look at what I liked to.
So, nonetheless, Petr Yan and Aljamain Sterling kind of met up in the backstage because they're both on this UFC 280 card, dapped each other up. Aljamain Sterling dapped up most of Jan's camp. So, all up between there, I mean, they are the two best bantamweights. They had two really good fights. The second fight was really close. It was really fucking close. I could have given it to Jan. I think I would have given it to Jan.
Yeah. It was close, man. Jan could have won me a lot of money. Fucking like $2,000, dude. It's a lot of money. Because of a fucking -400 don't hit. Figures.
Sorry, I'm trying to tweet out that we're going live.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're good. So, I think that we are going to talk about those two fights today. We're also going to talk about Sean Brady versus Bilal Muhammad. So I think those are
2 fights. 2 fights. 2 fights.
Sterling versus Dillashaw and Jan versus O'Malley.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about Sean Brady versus Bilal Muhammad. So we got out of the way Chukagan versus Darush, Chukagan versus Firo, and Darush versus Gamrot yesterday. We're talking about these three. All we got left is Oliveira versus Makhachev, which main event, biggest fight arguably of the year. Like I think that one deserves to go last. We can talk about that Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, I figured Thursday or even like dabble in it a little today or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Friday's more going to just be a complete card breakdown / whatever we feel like talking about.
Yeah, well, we got to get these 10-teamers down.
Yeah,
but not even 10-teamers, 6, 7, 5.
I think for the next 2 days, I think for today and Thursday and Friday, we're going to be talking about picks.
Oh yeah, well, we're talking about these 3 fights right now.
You know, Mike's going to be on the pod on Friday. I've tried to talk to Dylan and Colby, see if they can come on the pod. We can get some fresh blood in here, see what they think, stuff like that. Couldn't hurt by any means. So especially with Dylan, who gives us good opposite views. He normally has the opposite picks from us.
Yeah, if he ever shows up.
Well, I think that it would be good to get opposing views and kind of go back and forth and be able to really put some concrete shit out there.
Yeah.
So that'll be in store for the next 3 days. But today we're going to go over those 3 fights that we did mention, and we are only 10 minutes in, and we have a long show ahead of us. So, did you see anything else trending?
Not really. The UFC signed Hezbollah. Like official today. You know what I mean?
Charles Oliveira is back to 160.
Sean O'Malley, dude, dressed as a fucking He's so funny looking, dude. He's got some pretty dope shoes on too. Aljamain is iced out, bro.
Bilal Muhammad's number 1 up. Charles Oliveira's number 1 up.
Sean got the pink Versace's on, dude. Come on. You know. Wow.
Muhammad Makayev's number went skyrocketing. Muhammad Makayev, who was -800, is now -1200.
Wow.
His opponent's +750.
Possible loss right there.
He's not going to lose. Makayev is not going to lose.
+750.
I'll tell you what. I'm not putting any more parlays with Makayev on it.
Well, he's minus. What are you with the -1200? He was -8.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
His number went up 150%. That's crazy in like 2 days. Because it was -800 on Tuesday.
It went up 50%.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
Yeah. Some other noticeable fights, by the way, which we can bring up at another time, but I just want to say it again because we didn't talk about it yesterday. Caio Borralho's number went down. He was -210, now he's -200, which I love because I'm still betting on Baralho.
Yeah, I like Baralho.
Volkan Ozdemir versus Nikita Krylov is another really good fight on this card. I got Ozdemir at plus 150. So I'm going to throw that on a couple of tickets.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And
it's like, do I have faith in you?
Abubakar Nurmagomedov's number went down. He's fighting Gadzi Omargadjiev.
I don't know who that is.
I've heard the name. I'll tell you what though.
We have bet on Akbar before, or
Abubakar. I'll tell you what though. I would have bet on Abubakar. Abubakar.
He got a boo-boo on his card?
Abubakar.
Wow.
Bakar. Abubakar Nurmagomedov. I would have bet on him against a lot of people. Not only because he's a Nurmagomedov.
It's a weird number though right now.
Not only because he's a Nurmagomedov. Not only because he's obviously great at wrestling, but because he's been in camp with Makachev. And I think that, that gives him an advantage because his camp has been fucking nuts for like 2 months now. I think that's going to help him. So I like Abubakar too.
And -1, it's such a weird number though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's better than his -175 he was.
Every time you see a Nurmagomedov like 3-4 months ago, dude, they're like -300.
Right. Abubakar, Dariush, Baralho.
I like this.
Those I can say I think are locks.
Abubakar.
Darush.
You think Darush? All right. So
Baralho. Abubakar.
One of the guys that we follow, the guy that picks the underdogs really well.
Plus 526, by the way.
He picked
the guy against Abubakar?
No, the guy against Darush.
He picked Gamrot?
He picked Gamrot.
Well, that's not an underdog.
I know. Well, that's the guy. Well, we just know him as for picking. I'm not saying.
Okay.
I know he wasn't an underdog, obviously.
He picked Gamrot. I don't
know what it.
I'm not gonna stray away from this. I'm taking Darush.
Yeah, I know, dude. And it's just a little concerning. I don't know what his name is, but he put some picks out.
What's the 10-teamer dreamer for this card?
The 10-teamer dreamer, dude, is, man, you gotta take. There's a couple, okay. This is what I'm getting at. We have to get this shit down. No, take him out. No.
Dude, if we're doing a 10-teamer dreamer, what do you mean?
No, it doesn't have to be 10 teams in this.
All right, well, I got an 8-teamer.
No, for plus 38,000. You don't need 10 teams, bro. Oh my God, put O'Malley in there.
I'm not betting.
Oh my God, put O'Malley in there instead. I just want to see it.
So it's plus 38,000 with Jan instead of O'Malley.
You have to put both. You have to do both.
Yeah, all right.
Oh my God.
Wow. So
okay. Oh my God.
So so
this is what I'm getting at. We have to do this shit.
The 8-teamer dreamer.
We're just going way off topic here.
It's fine. We got 15 minutes before I want to start really getting into the fights. We got Abubakar Nurmagomedov, Beneil Dariush, Caio Baralho,
breaking
Dillashaw.
Breaking news.
Hold on.
This is breaking news.
Okay, go for it.
Fight announced. Jae Young Kim will fight Mandy Bahom. UFC February 4th.
Jae Kim's kind of a pretty big fighter.
Yeah.
She's on a.
That probably wasn't worth the breaking news, but yeah, that's it.
I got another one. Breaking. This is a big fight.
Okay.
Da Un Jung will fight Devin Clark at UFC Seoul on February 4th. Both of them are top 20. So in between top 15 and top 20. That's a huge fight. Shout out to Marcel Dorf, who I get almost all of my fight announcements from.
Yeah, dude, he's so good, dude.
I've been on him for a while now.
Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, definitely message him later. Say thank you. So this guy bet on Carl Rosa and Matus Gamrot. Carol Rosa and Matus Gamrot plus 104, 2 units. That's cool. That we follow him too.
Clint McLean.
Yeah.
Carol Rosa is minus 300. So yeah, I can see that. Another fight that I just want to take a look at. Poirier versus Chandler is still on the sports book, by the way. Number hasn't changed. Minus 160 for Poirier, plus 135 for Chandler. All right, so the 8-teamer we were talking about. Abubakar Nurmagomedov, Beneil Dariush, Kyle Baralho, TJ Dillashaw, Charles Oliveira, Caitlin Chukagian, Volkan Ozdemir, and Piotr Jan.
No.
Hold on. Is plus 38,000. That 7-team with Sean O'Malley
It's plus 89.
is plus 89,000. There's a reason for that. Sean O'Malley is plus 220.
No shit. There's a reason for that. But I'm just saying.
That's pretty bonkers. I'm not going to be betting on Sean O'Malley.
At all. You would not even bet $2. So if Piotr Jan loses and you had the backup ticket for $2, you wouldn't do that. This is what I'm getting at.
I get what, no, I totally get what
I'm
you're
getting
saying.
at.
Have a backup. I think that's a waste of $2 because I don't think Sean O'Malley's going to win. I really don't. I really, really don't. I think Piotr Jan's might knock out.
You don't
Sean
know.
O'Malley.
You're not for sure. You're not for sure though.
You can never be sure of anything.
Yeah, I know, but you're not for sure.
But I'm as sure as I can be.
I think you should definitely bet Sean O'Malley. Too.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, but if you win, right, 20, it would just be good just to do that.
I hear you. It's absolutely smart. It's totally even a smart thing to do.
Because a buck would win you $800, bro, instead of $0.
Buck's gonna win you.
No, if you put Sean O'Malley, it's like $800, dude. $900.
$900
for $1.
Mm-hmm.
Just the backup insurance.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Sean O'Malley's not gonna win. He's not.
6-inch reach advantage, 65% of the time, regardless of the fighter and their attributes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is an attribute. Regardless of their, you know what I mean? That's not a statistic to dismiss in this.
Jan's reach is 67-inch. We know that Sean O'Malley's 74.
See.
72. So it's a 5-inch reach.
5 inches?
5-inch reach advantage for O'Malley.
Well, what's the height difference? Because then you got height.
Sterling's reach is 71 inches. So it's 1 inch less than Piotr Jan. Before Piotr Jan, he faced Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo's reach is 70 inches. He's used to fighting guys. He has never had a reach advantage, right? He's used to fighting guys with a much longer reach.
Well, his past couple fights, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I mean. His last 3 fights.
How tall's Aldo, though? Sean O'Malley's a tall motherfucker for this division.
Sean O'Malley's, I think, 5'11". Jan's 5'7". There's a 4-inch height advantage for O'Malley. 5-inch reach advantage, 4-inch height advantage. I completely get what you're saying. I completely agree with you that reach advantage is something to take notice of. Let me ask you this, though. If O'Malley had a 2-inch reach advantage, how'd you feel about the fight?
Not that good. Man, maybe Jan does have this. You know
I agree with you that reach is an important
Just like, I'm putting money on Sean O'Malley because it's insurance, bro.
Right. It's a smart move. I don't blame you for doing it. I personally just won't because I think Piotr Jan is so much better than this guy, which is saying a lot because O'Malley's really good. He's really good. I'm not saying he's not. Piotr Jan is the best boxer in that division, bar none.
What scares me is that Sean O'Malley couldn't finish Chris Moutinho.
Mm-hmm. He did finish Chris Moutinho.
What, in like the 3rd round?
Yeah. It was a kind of an early stoppage, though. Like, Moutinho was still coming.
Oh, yeah, I remember. He did finish him. Yeah, but it took him until the 3rd round.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Chris Moutinho. This is Piotr Jan. That's what's...
I can't believe that.
That's kind of what debackles me, dude.
You want to talk about Charles Oliveira saying Makhachev needs a top 5 win? O'Malley doesn't even have a top 10 win. And he's fighting the number 1 contender. I think that's kind of crazy. Like, his last fight was against Pedro Munoz, who was number 6, and it ended in an eye poke, no contest. And then he just gets number 1. I mean, I get it. It's based off his popularity. He sells. That's why he's there. And it's a good matchup for him. The reach is definitely,
those sunglasses are sick that he has on. Yeah, I think. Dude,
it's crazy.
I'm definitely putting money on Petr Yan now, more than I thought I was now.
I want to check. I want to see if Bovada or anybody has Yan versus O'Malley odds because as of right now, we only have money line. Odds Sharks should have some shit. Odds Sharks usually pretty good.
I gotta like make it so I can lean back and still be in the view. My back be fucked up. I'm sorry.
Do we have anything here? Nope.
Odds for what? What are you looking up?
I'm looking up methods
They'll be up tomorrow.
on the sports book. You think so?
I think so, yeah. If they're not, if they're not up right now,
They're not.
but Darush is.
Darush prop bet?
Yeah. Darush by decision.
Oh
plus
shit, it
300.
is. Oh, okay. Yep, they're all up now. Dude, I swear to God, 5 minutes ago they weren't. Okay, we got all the prop bets.
Okay.
Breaking
news.
Breaking news. We have all the prop bets. Here we go.
I know, but we're only supposed to
Okay.
be doing 3 fights right now.
Then let's just do the 3 fights. I'm fine with that. And we'll save the good content for tomorrow's podcast, the regular scheduled podcast.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
We were just talking
can
about
talk
Sean
it
O'Malley.
off air.
We're just
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right. All right, so Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan. Over under. Over under's 2.5, and the over's minus 210.
Wow. They think it's gonna go to a decision?
Mm-hmm. I do
If
too.
it goes to a
I
decision,
do
then
too.
it's Yan.
You think O'Malley's gonna knock out Yan?
I think that's the only way, yeah.
What's O'Malley by knockout plus 500? Yeah.
It's O'Malley by submission. Plus 28. Even just because I just said that, if he does it, I'm gonna be mind blown.
I
Saying.
like Petr Yan by knockout too, plus 260. Petr Yan by decision's minus 105.
Sean O'Malley.
Petr Yan by decision minus 105. Oof.
I don't like that.
I like that.
You don't like that?
I like that.
That's
You got to get minus 270, drop it down to minus 105 for the prediction that they think will happen.
Bro, they don't even think it's gonna go under 2.5, Zach.
Right. They think it's going to be a decision. And the favorite.
I say Yan by knockout and Sean O'Malley by knockout. Not all fights are gonna go to decision this card. Sean O'Malley got kind of a weak chin, dude.
Well, he's never been knocked out.
Yeah, but he's been rocked.
Pedro Munoz rocked him. Okay, let's turn my phone down.
Yeah, Pedro, he did rock him, but I just think Sean O'Malley, even Chris Moutinho rocked him. Like, I just think what happens when Petr Yan rocks him, you know? Like, then what?
Under 1.5 is plus 280.
Can you parlay these?
No. Under 2.5 is plus 165. You really think it's gonna be a knockout? That would be a bet to
I
hit.
think it's a good knockout situation. Yeah, dude.
Fight not to go the distance plus 130, or fight to go under 2.5 plus 165.
I'd probably just take the plus 130. No,
Yeah, I would
don't
too.
know.
If you were gonna bet on anything, I would bet on the plus 130 because that's the safest one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna go. I think it will.
I'm not
go to the
betting on
distance.
that either way.
I think it's gonna go to the distance.
You think it's going to go to the distance, huh?
I do. Petr Yan by submission is better odds than O'Malley by submission. O'Malley's a brown belt, right? O'Malley knows his jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Well, the bookie thinks that.
Do you know how crazy it's gonna be if Sean O'Malley knocks out Petr Yan?
No, not really.
You don't think it's gonna be nuts in the arena? You don't think people are gonna be fucking going ballistic?
I think people would be going nuts, but I don't think people should be surprised.
No. I didn't mean surprised. I just mean like the atmosphere. It's gonna be fucking crazy. Everybody's gonna be cheering.
Yeah. And
That
then
dude
you
wins.
still got like the main event after too. You know what I mean?
Still got 2 championship fights after.
Yeah.
O'Malley. Dude, I don't know. It's crazy the amount of competition that O'Malley went up to. Like, good for him. He went right to the fucking, in my opinion, the best fighter in the division. I think Petr Yan's the best fighter in the division still. I know Sterling beat him. I think Petr Yan's better.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, like I think Jan's your safe bet. I think pod bet. Don't put neither of them on. I would not put Jan.
You might be right. You might, yeah. I think you're right. I don't think I had him on the pod bet either.
Which we're gonna have a couple pod bets. So,
but I do like Petr Yan by knockout plus 260. I might put like $25 on that.
yeah, Petr Yan by knockout. I think he's either knocking him out or I don't think it goes decision.
Pretty good. All right. You don't think it goes to decision?
No. That fight's not meant to go to a decision, dude.
Yeah, but the lower divisions that you are, the more likely it is. At least that's what it's supposed to be.
They got more.
That's what it's supposed to be. Lightweight division has the most finishes. So like
Yeah, but these guys aren't takedown guys.
Right. But even then, like Jan, I guess Jan doesn't go to a decision a lot. Neither really does O'Malley.
No. What's K1 Chukagan's methods?
Caitlin Chukagan by decision is plus 240. So she's plus 175. Her decision is
I
plus
think we said
240.
that yesterday.
If you're going to bet on Chukagan, it's going to be a decision. Firo by decision minus 115. Firo by knockout plus 380.
I think that's just wasting your money.
Wasting your money. I'm saving that one. I am saving that. Can I bring up notes real quick so I can write this shit down? Or my computer can be slow. International Breast Cancer Day. Go boobies. All right. Oh. Firo by KO plus 380. Jan by KO plus 260. What else we got? Over 2.5 is minus 370 for this fight. That's gonna go over 2.5. Is that worth putting $370 on?
If you truly believe it, man, you just put plus 380 in your notes, so I wouldn't put no.
So
It's ironic that
is no.
It's ironic that the over is minus 370 and Firo's knockout's plus 380, just 10 points off. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I don't think Chukagan. I think Chukagan did get knocked out by Andrade. Oh, she definitely got knocked out by Shevchenko.
Yeah.
So,
It is Shevchenko.
Firo did go to a decision her last two fights.
I bet you if Firo beats her, Firo's gonna be like getting a title shot. I bet pretty soon.
Yeah, I bet the winner of this fight gets the next flyweight title shot. I think that's pretty certain. So she did go to a decision her last two fights against Jennifer Maia and Maya Bueno Silva.
Yeah.
What's interesting is in the last two fights, she has 2 takedowns each. She took down Jennifer Maia twice. Jennifer Maia is one of the best wrestlers in that division. That's interesting. It's really interesting, actually. I like Firo by knockout, so I like under 2.5 and plus 270, man.
You just said the other day you didn't like that. And you just said, is it worth money putting 370 in?
I know.
Bro, then you just don't.
So I'm not
going to
bet on it. Yeah. I'm not going to bet on it. But if it goes to a distance, I like Chukagan. If it doesn't, I like Firo. So that's where I'm at. I'm definitely all over the place in this fight.
Yeah, you're all over the place. I just stick with just betting Chukagan.
And then before we get on to the rest of the fights, I'm going to go Darush Gamrot methods real quick. What's going to happen before we look at this fight? What's going to happen in this fight? Darush.
I think Darush
By decision?
Yeah. Man, yeah, I guess so.
What else? What else are you thinking?
It would have to be submission.
Big submission. I can see Darush knocking out Gamrot.
You could knock him out.
Darush by decision is plus 300. Darush by knockouts plus 650. I like Darush by decision.
Darush by submission plus 1,000.
Which is actually low odds. Like we just saw O'Malley by submission was plus 2,800. So I mean, for the worst method to be plus 1,000, pretty good. Darush by decision plus 300. Like that. Over under 2.5. Over minus 195.
Over, huh? Yeah, it's just like not all these fights are gonna go to the.
I know. We did
say that. I think a lot of fights could go to a decision, but dude, we said that so many times, and we've said that before, and almost every fight was a knockout.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you really don't know. I think Darush could knock him out. How does Gamrot win, dude? You know what I mean? Like,
I think they both. I think Darush has a better shot of finishing Gamrot. I think Gamrot only wins by decision. Personally, that's just what I believe.
Yeah.
I think Gamrot doesn't have... The only way that Darush is getting slept is if he goes to the ground and Gamrot just finishes him. But Darush has really good takedown defense and has good wrestling. So I don't see Gamrot being able to dominate him on the ground.
Yeah. No.
Therefore, I don't see Gamrot being able to knock out Darush for sure because Darush has the advantage for standing. So I don't think Gamrot wins by any other way than decision.
Really?
If you're a Gamrot fan for this fight, you're betting on Gamrot by decision. There's no way he finishes Darush. Not no way. Obviously, there's a fucking way. But
because he does have a good parlay line, minus 190. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I think that Darush is more violent, and I think he's going to look for a finish. I don't really know if either one of them are going to look for a finish, and I don't think that either one of them can really rely on their wrestling because they're both good wrestlers. We're going to see Gamrot go for more takedowns. But if Gamrot gets a takedown and Darush stuffs it in the first round, then what do you do from there? Do you keep shooting for takedowns and keep not getting points?
Yeah, like we saw what Darush did to Tony when he got on top. Like,
right.
What if Darush gets on top? Maybe that's just mentally defeating for Gamrot.
Exactly. And then you're playing catch-up in rounds 2 and 3.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I don't get why Chukagian's plus 180 on a 3-fight win streak going up, and the girl she's fighting is a prospect. Like,
because Firo is just fucking everybody up that she's fighting.
I guess, yeah. I don't think that's a good reason.
We see it a lot, though. We do see prospects
it a lot.
Come in and fight the top guys, and the prospects are the favorites. Look at when Prohaska fought Dominic Reyes. Prohaska was a huge favorite. He was like minus 320 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of... I don't know. We'll see.
All right, so those two... We gotta start yawning.
I know.
Those two fights are the ones that we went over yesterday. Again, if you want to go check
line
out...
went down.
Huh?
Chukagian's line, yeah. It's at plus 180 yesterday. It's plus 175. 5 points. Woo!
So if you want to go check those out, like I said earlier, go to MMA Complete Podcast on YouTube or go to our Twitter at @complete_MMA. Check out yesterday's episode where we broke down Chukagian versus Firo and Darush versus Gamrot today. We've already kind of gone over O'Malley versus Jan. We already kind of gave out our picks. So for the rest of the night, we are going to be talking about Brady versus Muhammad, which will start now, and we'll finish off with Sterling versus Dillashaw.
Yeah, quick break. Quick commercial break.
Sure, we'll take a quick commercial break. You're watching MMA Complete Podcast, episode 118. Go check out our YouTube page, MMA Complete Podcast. Go check out our Twitter at @complete_MMA. Go check out Fans Only Sports and their many social medias. When we come back, we will be talking about Sean Brady versus Bilal Muhammad. Make sure you check us out on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time when we go for our UFC 280 live reactions, which this whole week of podcast has been leading up to.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to check that out anywhere that you're checking out this podcast right now. Again, that's going to be UFC 280 October 22nd, this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You can check out our live reactions. We'll be right back from a quick commercial break.
Oh, yeah. not all going over. I'm just letting you know right now. Minus 280 is one out of 3 fights, bro.
The main event is definitely not going to decision. We know that for sure.
For sure.
Dillashaw Sterling, that very well might go to a decision. I think of all the fights on this card, Brady. Dill. Dillashaw's winning that fight. Right. I think of all the fights on this card, Dillashaw Sterling. No, actually, I would say Brady versus Muhammad is the most likely to go to decision. After that, it would be Sterling versus Dillashaw. I think both of those are very likely to go to decision. Sean O'Malley versus Petr Yan, not so much, although it's still probably going to go to decision. Chukagan Fierro, I'm like at the same level as Sean O'Malley. And then
Chukagan.
Oliveira Makhachev is guaranteed not to go to decision.
Guaranteed.
There's no way.
But
yeah, let's go into Bilal Muhammad versus Sean Brady. So the over-under 2.5. Over 2.5 is minus 280. Fight to go the distance is minus 250. That's how fucking sure they are.
Dude, he's been training with Khabib in Islam.
Good, because he's fighting Sean Brady.
I know.
Who's a ridiculous wrestler.
And Bilal Muhammad has the best takedown defense in the division.
No, Kamaru Usman does.
No, fuck Kamaru Usman.
Well, he does. He has the best take.
He got mounted by Leon Edwards.
All right, so besides Usman, Bilal Muhammad has the best, and his takedown defense is scary good. But then again, we looked it up the other day. He doesn't fight wrestlers. You know,
didn't he just fight one the other day?
Vicente Luque now.
Yeah,
he's not really a wrestler.
That was the whole spiel, though. If Vicente Luque could get him to the ground. He never got him to the ground.
They said that because Luque is traditionally a stand-up fighter, but they said that because Vicente Luque was able to submit Michael Chiesa in that exchange where Chiesa got him down, put him in a choke, and then it got reversed real quick, and Luque put him in a choke, and it was done. So they were like, holy shit, Luque's jiu-jitsu is so good. But Luque's a stand-up fighter. He went for one takedown in their fight. You know?
Yeah, I'm going to still go Bilal Muhammad.
I started, when we talked about this fight weeks ago, I started with saying that Sean Brady was guaranteed to win. You've been very, very
I'm sticking to my guns.
Factual about Bilal Muhammad being one of the best takedown defenses. He also is a great counter striker, which I think is what you need to do to beat a wrestler. I think you need to be able to watch their level changes, defend takedowns, and counter strike.
He's also the most profitable UFC fighter when he's the underdog.
So I'm not going to touch this fight. Not going to, because I'm not ready to say Bilal Muhammad is going to win, even though you've been very
I'm gonna poke the bear.
Motivational.
Bro. I'm gonna poke the bear. I'm gonna bet on it. I got Bilal Muhammad.
I like it, and his odds is going up a little bit. He was plus 115. I think to start this fight.
No, he was plus 125, wasn't he? Plus 130.
I think he was plus 150.
No, he was definitely plus 125 at one point. Plus 130.
I know when this fight started, it was even. He was like minus 100. Brady was minus 110, something like that. And his number's gone up. So people are hammering Brady, and I get that. Brady's younger. Brady's undefeated. Brady's a really good wrestler. If we look at Brady's record real quick, this Brady record, that's going to show Tom Brady, of course, it is. 15-0. He has beaten Michael Chiesa, Jake Matthews in the top 15. Those are his only 2 wins in the top 15. Go to Bilal Muhammad. He's beaten.
You got an arm triangle, though, for a win. You got an arm triangle for a win.
For Bilal Muhammad, he's beaten Luque, Stephen Thompson. That's it for the top 15. So Luque, Stephen Thompson is better than Chiesa and Jake Matthews. Give that to him.
Damian Maia. But Damian Maia was kind of shot, no?
Yeah. Damian Maia was 42 years old when that happened. He was getting beaten by Leon Edwards.
Yeah.
In a fight that you really can't judge because the eye poke was so quick in the fight.
So I'm not going to touch this fight as much because I'm not really seeing anything too impressive right now.
But he
lost to Geoff Neal, Jeff Neal. I don't know why it's fucking G. I don't know why.
That's a common name. We said this like 2
bro.
weeks
It's
ago.
never spelled like that. That is not a common name to spell Jeff. Jeff is Jeff. Jeff. That's how you spell Jeff. You don't spell Jeff with a J with a Geoff. What the fuck? Geoff? What?
Telling you it is. This outside of North
Jeffrey.
America.
Yeah. That's different from Jeff, bro. It's very different.
Is it? I mean, Jeff is just short for Jeffrey.
Oh my god.
I guarantee you, Jeff
Oh my
Neal's-
god. How many people have you met?
How many people have you met?
I've
with
never met a
regular
guy.
named Jeff?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't think of.
A couple of my mom's friends.
I can think of one person I know named Jeff. He spells with a J.
All the ones I know spelled with a J, bro. I've
Are you
never
sure?
seen it. I've seen Gregory.
Well, yeah, of course.
I've seen.
So this is saying outside of North America, Jeffrey is more commonly spelled
outside of
Geoff.
North America. Where are we?
I realize that we're in North America. I'm just telling you why this is somewhat common.
It is not common.
Okay. Anyway, so Bilal Muhammad,
It's not common.
like you said, did lose to Jeff Neal. That was his last loss in January of 2019. Since then, 7 wins and a no contest. He's only fought. I'll give Damian Maia is a good win, but he's only fought 2 top 15ers. And if you look at it, he doesn't fight wrestlers, man. That's the only reason that I'm like, if Bilal Muhammad had beaten a good wrestler and had stopped takedowns,
Yeah, he had 7 takedowns versus Stephen Thompson.
which is what you should do against a guy like
He had
Stephen
5
Thompson.
takedowns versus Vicente Luque.
Right.
So 12 takedowns though, and he's been training with Khabib. In his last 2 fights, he has 12 takedowns.
And Luque is good on the ground. He's just not as good of a wrestler as Sean Brady. That's the only thing. If Bilal Muhammad had beaten like a Michael Chiesa at all, I would go with Bilal Muhammad.
Are you saying that because of what Sean Brady's done on in the fighting ring, or like outside?
No, I don't know of anything that he's done outside of the ring. What do you mean?
Yeah, like what proves to you that he's a better wrestler?
If you watch his fights, like he takes people. The
Are
reason
you saying this because of the Michael Chiesa scramble, like that fight, or
no, because if you like, I watched Sean Brady versus Michael Chiesa. He had 5 takedowns. Every single time he took him down, he held him down for at least a minute. Right? He fought. I think it was this guy Nardiev. 4 takedowns. Every single time he held him down. Like he just takes people down, they don't get up.
yeah? So what would you put Bilal Muhammad like in versus these guys?
I'd put him right with Michael Chiesa. Michael Chiesa is a good wrestler, a really good wrestler. I'd put him up there because Bilal Muhammad, like you said, he's been training with Khabib. It's very impressive. He's going to get a great wrestling background with there.
Yeah.
He might be as good as Sean Brady. He might be. I don't think he is, but he might be.
Yeah, it's interesting that Michael Chiesa has outstruck him.
It is, but that's only significant strikes. That's standing strikes. So if I go to this and we look at total strikes, well, Chiesa outstruck him there too, actually. But Sean Brady had over 7. He had over half of the fight in control time.
Yeah, I would like to watch that fight, I guess, again.
It's an interesting fight. Sean Brady fucking dominates him on the ground. And he goes for submission after submission.
Maybe watch that after this.
Sure.
Yeah, that is interesting.
It's a super close fight, man. It really is.
It is. It is. I'm not going to be putting this on as many tickets. I think it's worth to put both on 10 or 8 teamers or 10 teamers, whatever you want to do. Yeah. I think Sean Brady can hold him down. You know, the Michael Chiesa. Like Michael Chiesa is very similar to Bilal Muhammad in takedown defense, and like Michael Chiesa being a black belt, and
I think for Sean Brady to
Chiesa
win,
having a lot of experience in the UFC.
I think for Sean Brady to win this fight, he's going to have to go for 15 takedowns, and he's probably only going to get 3 or 4 of them.
I just don't think Sean Brady's stand-up game is very good. I think
It's not as good as Bilal Muhammad's. Bilal Muhammad definitely has a stand-up advantage in this fight.
That's why I feel.
But it's all right. It's not a bad. He's decent at boxing.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean when I say he's going to have to do the Sterling technique against Petr Yan. That's what we're going to see here.
Yeah.
We're going to see a guy go for takedown after takedown after takedown. And if he gets him and he holds control for more than half the round, you got to give him that round. And that's like, listen, both of these fighters I'm betting on by decision, if I'm betting at all, which I'm not. Bilal Muhammad by decision plus 180, Sean Brady by decision plus 145.
Plus 180.
Sean Brady by submission is interesting because Sean Brady's all of his finishes are by submission. This is about to fall again.
Yeah. Plus 180. Yeah, it's not worth it. Not worth it. It's not worth it. It was like
either of those numbers.
It was plus 225 maybe, or like plus 240.
And you realize it because look at the number for fight to go the distance. Minus 250. They know this fight's going the distance. So like Sean Brady by submission is kind of a decent shout, but I'm not going to waste that much money.
No, you might as well put on a decision though.
Because Brady does like
if Brady cannot get him to the ground,
finishes.
If he cannot get him to the ground, right? Or Bilal Muhammad can get off the ground, he's fucked. I really think Bilal Muhammad can outstrike him, and his counter punches. Him training with Khabib and Islam, saying that he cannot lose. Khabib's in his corner, by the way. This fight. Man, it's.
I saw a hilarious meme. I saw a fucking hilarious meme. Can I tell you about it? Sean Brady Bilal Muhammad is just like Sean O'Malley, where they're in Abu Dhabi and he's wearing the white shawl and the headgear and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a comment about he hates Sean Brady and he hates where Sean Brady comes from.
Oh, yeah.
Because Brady's from Philadelphia and he's like, I hate the fucking music. I hate the Eagles. I hate the cheesesteaks. He said all that.
Yeah.
And then someone tweeted, like, imagine if Sean Brady said that about where Bilal Muhammad comes from.
Oh my God.
It'd be so crazy. And someone's like, what, Chicago? Bilal Muhammad's from fucking Chicago. It's so funny. Do your research. Because he's fucking, they're all dressed like the Abu Dhabi Customs. Dude, I mean, good for them.
I saw a meme. It was like, fighter goes to Abu Dhabi, dressed in like jeans and stuff, and then, or leaving to go to Abu Dhabi, lands in Abu Dhabi, and it's like the fucking
the turban and
the turban.
dress.
Yeah. It's funny. Sean O'Malley was fucking fly.
Sean O'Malley's so funny. The sunglasses is what got it for me.
Yeah.
The white sunglasses with the pointed outs.
Yeah.
All right, so. Not much has changed for that. You still believe Bilal Muhammad's going to win. I still don't know who's going to win. I just know it's going to go to decision. I just know it's going to go to decision.
Yeah.
Very confident about that. So maybe fight to go the distance. Listen, I know it's minus 250. But like that's something to think about.
I'm also with that.
That's
something to think about.
It is. Here we go. We're going to start talking about the co-main, the fight we've talked about the least on this podcast. We've barely talked about this fight.
We have not talked about this fight at all.
Dillashaw versus Sterling. We have talked about how we both like
We've
Dillashaw.
Talked about this out of the podcast more than in the podcast.
I
think that's why we
don't talk about it. I think we talked about it on Spaces actually a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I think E-Champ talked about it with us.
Yeah, the Dillashaw's interesting, man. He looks yoked.
Yep.
He's very good wrestling and defending takedowns. He's not gonna be able to get to his back like he did to Jan and stay there.
Sterling won't.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Man, and dare I say it, I think Dillashaw's striking is maybe a tad better, bro.
Have we checked
his kicks are great too.
Have we checked the reach? Dillashaw, I would say, has the standing advantage. I'm pretty confident on
100%.
Sterling has a 4-inch reach advantage on him. By the by. Dillashaw, I was watching the embedded series for UFC 280, which was actually, it came out very well for this pay-per-view. Like everything. They got O'Malley versus Jan, they have Dillashaw Sterling, and they have Makacha Oliveira. Everything came out very, very well for this embedded series. We should watch that too. And Dillashaw, they had all this talk about how Sterling's camp and he trains with Wallace Willie, who's another really good wrestler. Yeah. And they're like, when Sterling takes you down, you're not getting up. Like, that's just what it is. You're not getting up. His wrestling is too strong. And then they have Dillashaw, who's like, oh, his wrestling is really good for Division 3, but I'm a Division 1 wrestler, and I'm going to show him what wrestling really is. Yeah. And I'm like, ooh, that's fucking cold. Like, and a lot of people can say that.
Yeah.
Dillashaw is a Division I collegiate wrestling champion. Like when he was in college, I can't remember what school he was in, but he was Division I champion. That's a really good wrestler. That's Bo Nickel. You know what I mean? Like,
I
that's
know,
a really
dude.
good wrestler.
I'm confident. Much more confident than I was before.
TJ Dillashaw's smaller than Sterling, but
I think that works out for your benefit when you're wrestling now. Like Henry Cejudo's small
Dillashaw just beat Corey Sandhagen
with 2 broken knees, bro.
He tore his ACL and a couple tendons in his leg. He didn't break his knee.
No, I'm just saying he was fucking. That,
but
was,
in
was
the
figure
first round,
it was figure
in the
speech.
first round, and then he won 4 more rounds.
And he won those last 4 rounds, and he
Right.
lost the first.
Right.
Wow.
Dillashaw also has a really good clinch game, which Sterling doesn't really. You never really see Sterling in the clinch. Dillashaw has a really good clinch game. He had Sandhagen against the cage the whole time. Sandhagen is bigger than Sterling, and Sandhagen has a better striking than Sterling. And Dillashaw was able to beat him. If Dillashaw is able to at least even wrestle with Sterling, I don't see how Dillashaw loses.
Pod bet. Pod it up.
The over-under, by the way, is 4.5. It is. Okay. Fight to go the distance is -180. Method. Here we go. Dillashaw by decision plus 300. Dillashaw by knockout plus 450. That's a number that I want to think about.
I like the plus 300, brother.
I do too.
Put $25, bro. $20. It's an $80 payout. Well, 60 plus your money, you know.
Dillashaw by decision plus 300. Yeah, I like that.
That's a great number. It's a great number. It's like they don't want you to take that number.
Dillashaw on the pod bet. That's super interesting.
Like,
super
I think
interesting.
all right. So these numbers don't make sense at all to me. Like Sterling being plus 125 for decision, it makes 0 sense to me when everybody and their grandmother knows that TJ can defend the fucking takedown. And that number, this fight's numbers are not adding up to me.
Well, you got to think about it. First of all, this fight is likely.
Though?
This fight is likely to go to a decision. Right?
Yeah, but plus 300.
I think
like Bilal Muhammad was plus 180. Plus 300. That's so disrespectful. I feel like that's like so like not on the button.
You kind of have a point. Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know. That's just me.
I mean,
it is a 5-round fight, and it is for a championship. And Dillashaw become the champion again, right?
Yep.
Would be kind of fucking crazy, and it's like hard to picture that happening.
He'd be
the only tough champion to beat 3 UFC champions, I believe.
I'm trying to think if he'd be
stat.
I think he would be maybe like the only second or maybe third fighter ever to win 3 belts.
Yeah.
The same weight class, but this would be the 3rd time he's won the bantamweight belt.
I think he can do it again, and the numbers don't add up. Like, I don't think he can knock him out. Maybe he could knock out Aljamain Sterling in like the 4th or 5th round. Like Sterling just gets tired.
Knock him out. I think he could knock him out.
Yeah,
I don't think Sterling will get tired.
The plus 450 is. That don't really make sense to me either. I feel like that should be higher, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why that's so much closer to a decision.
Sterling by TKO plus 1,000. That's interesting, too.
I don't think that happens.
I don't either, but for a guy with a 5-inch reach advantage, 4-inch reach advantage to have 1,000 for TKO.
You don't want to stand with him, though.
I think once he gets in the fight, he's going to realize he doesn't want to wrestle with him either.
And then what is he going to do?
This is going to be an interesting fight. I like Dillashaw.
Yeah. Let's sprinkle on the decision.
I'm
going to bet on him.
Dillashaw by decision plus 300.
Yeah. Chukagi, no.
All right. So
I'm not doing Firo, so that's not even there for me. All right, so it's just all right. So the fighters that we picked to win. Dillashaw. Put that. This is a bet right here. We're both doing this bet. No, on the pod. Okay. Dillashaw. Jan.
Darush.
No. Just the three that we just said. Jan and you.
Oh, just the three that we talked about today?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in this fight, like I'll say
right, so
Bilal Muhammad
Darush,
because you're closer to Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
All right, then we're not even gonna.
No, we're not.
Darush, Jan, Sterling, Dillashaw. Baralho.
Yep.
Abubakar.
Okay.
5-teamer for plus 2,000 so far. That's it. Without Jan, it's plus 1465. I like that bet.
It's a great bet.
I'd throw 25 on that.
I'd throw 25 on that.
All right. First pod bet. Dillashaw. Darush.
I really like that bet, Zach. Are we doing? Is that
Baralho.
Nah, we might do more.
Nurmagomedov.
We might do more than that. That might be a 50 bang.
That 14 parlay is plus 1465. We got two underdogs on that at plus 160 and plus 150. So look at us.
Look at us. Look at us. No water. Look at us. Look at us, man.
Dehydration for the win. What is it with
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You're doing the sense, bro. You're doing this.
I'm trying to figure this out right now.
1,000.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go to Walmart before in the parking lot.
I'm gonna roll out some pennies.
I'm gonna get some pennies.
Can we go to the bookie and say I want to bet $25.18?
You're damn right you can.
You can, right? Okay.
Yeah. I want that 99999.
All right, we're gonna have to talk about Oliver. I like that bet though. Dillashaw, Darush, Baralho, Nurmagomedov.
Is that 100? It might be 100.
I'm thinking 50. Listen, Dillashaw and Darush are both pretty big on.
But if we both do 50, then it's like we're doing 100.
Right, and we can say we did 100 for the boys. All right, that's fine.
Wow. Look at us.
Look at us. All right.
Wow.
So that is our first pod bet.
Right. We didn't do it. We should have done one.
Now we
should have done one every single podcast, right?
Let's take off Dillashaw.
And then
Kayo and Abubakar, I'm keeping on a lot of parlays.
Yeah, but we can't be risky.
Yeah, you can't put them on all of them. I get that.
But Chukagian.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, that's a different ticket. Listen,
that fight is as close to me as Brady Muhammad.
Yeah,
honestly.
but what did we talk about yesterday? If it's a flip,
you go for the number.
You go for the number.
Okay. With Chukagian,
so you take Darush off
16 now. Take Darush off as well?
Well, that would mean Darush is on every single one of our tickets, and Abubakar is on every single one of our tickets, and Barrett.
Well, that's because we've only had 2 tickets so far.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm thinking too far ahead.
Baralho, Nurmagomedov, and Chukagian is still plus 562. What about Makayev?
No. Can we put Darush on there? If we do this is if we think he's gonna win, then fuck it. Here we go.
Plus 1622 with Chukagian instead of Dillashaw. It's a plus 25 odd.
That's a big difference.
I don't know, maybe plus 2260.
Like we gotta put all right, so take Chukagian off, put fucking Jan on.
Plus 758.
I like that bet. Not for 50. Over 200, I can deal with that. Oof.
on. I'm gonna figure this
15.
out. I'm gonna figure this out.
15.
Oof.
Oh, 30.
Oof.
37. 37. 37. Oh, let's go. What's 38? What's 38?
Got a nickel.
37.
Could grab a nickel.
Something clicks up there sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what it is.
All right, so
It's a $25 bet. It's a $25 bet.
yeah.
Mark it.
I like Dillashaw more than Darush. Can I say that? Can I just try this?
Put Dillashaw on
725 instead.
Yeah, keep that. I like that.
Dillashaw, Jan, Nurmagomedov, Baralho.
Smart move.
Dillashaw, Jan, Baralho. And that is plus 725.
So the next one, we cannot have Dillashaw in it.
We should probably try to find one without Baralho, Nurmagomedov, or Dillashaw.
Okay, so take those out. Looking like Darush.
Jan. Ozdemir.
Yeah.
Plus 242.
Charles
plus 790. Oh, what did I say? Open Charles. We haven't even looked at methods yet for Oliveira versus Mercado.
We're gonna save that.
Oh, we're saving that. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we
Just
really
pick it up.
saving it, or are we looking at it as soon as we're done? Or are we really gonna save it so we can like?
We'll just save it. We'll
Okay.
save it. We'll save it.
That's fine. Chikagan.
Darush.
No, I don't want to put Chikagan on too many.
Darush. We only have him on one.
We have him. Oh, you're right. Jan,
Ooh.
Ozdemir, Oliveira, Darush plus 2215. We shouldn't.
Damn. So you don't even. All right, hang on. I don't. Take Jan off. Jan's not even worth the sweat. Right
You got 3 underdogs here.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Jan's the sweat. It's not worth the sweat for Jan, dude, at all.
I like a lot of underdogs in this card, man.
I know. I don't get it. No, I know. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like,
oh,
I don't get
so
it.
tough.
It's
though.
so tough.
They
dude.
want
We're gambling.
They want you to bet on them.
We're gambling for sure this weekend.
They want you to bet on them. They want you to bet on TJ Dillashaw plus 150.
But they want you to bet on Sean O'Malley too.
Yeah, they do.
People have been hammering Sean, dude. Hammering him.
Yeah, Jan started at minus 400.
Minus 350,
50, I think.
15. Sean O'Malley started at plus 310.
So 310. Okay. Darush, Oliveira, Ozdemir. That's like a 15. It might
If you
not
put
honestly be
10, all right, if 10, Jan? Put Jan on there?
So
Yeah. I would take
it's a $60 difference. $62 difference for Jan.
plus 600. Nah, fuck that.
I don't think so. All right.
It's a good 3-teamer.
Number 3-teamer. Darush,
Underdog.
Oliveira, Ozdemir. We are looking at plus 1589. So this is our highest output parlay so far. And that's a $10 bet.
Yeah. It's good, though. If it is our highest, then we're betting the least amount on it, right?
Right.
We're putting 50 on the 4.
But when that hits, we're going to be really mad.
Well, we already did that one.
I know. I put it at the bottom of this, which is kind of giving me like OCD.
Respect.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Want to do one more?
Yeah. Let's
Do we
go
want-
let's just go to 8 until 8:15. Just to call it a fucking.
We can just keep going. It doesn't matter. But do you want to do like a big one?
If we're gonna keep going, I need to fucking eat that shit.
Do you want to do a big one, like an 8-teamer? The 8-teamer that we
I don't want to
talked
do
about
an
earlier.
8-teamer. I don't want to do. I don't want to do an 8-teamer. I want to do like a lot of 8-teamers at the same time, so we can keep people in and out.
Okay, that's fine.
Unless you want to do it, we can do one.
No, that's fine. I like
No,
that.
do
We can
one.
it
Do one. Let's do one. What the fuck? What the hell are you
All
doing?
right.
Yeah.
Darush, Oliveira, Ozdemir,
Dillashaw.
Dillashaw, Jan.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Baralho,
Yeah.
Abubakar.
Dude, AJ Dobson is a shout. Let me just tell you right now.
So right now we got a 7-teamer without the Brady Muhammad or Chukagan Firo fight. We have a 7-teamer at plus 13,800.
It's a good one.
It is.
I like that.
And that's like, is that a 2 or a 5?
Let's say 5.
5. Okay. So it's a $5 bet, and we have Darush, Oliveira, Ozdemir.
Darush, Oliveira, Ozdemir. Oh, you got it right there.
Dillashaw, Jan.
Baralho. Go back to it off. You think when you're like 50, dude, you're just gonna be like fucking
Typing?
out? Yeah.
I think my typing will be very good when I'm 50. Unless I have like
Fighter
fucking-
removed.
What's it called? Michael J. Fox syndrome.
Breaking news. Fighter removed. Yamato. Yamato. Yeah. I don't know, man. It looks like tomato, but it's with a Y. Yamato Nishikawa.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is either. He's gone.
Yamada Nishikawa.
He's fucking gone. Randy Costa gone.
There were rumors saying that there was an issue. He was still in contract with another organization.
Randy Costa gone, dude.
Randy Costa is not in the UFC anymore?
Yeah, fighter removed. Randy Costa.
Really?
Yeah, rip.
Huh, that's a welterweight. That's a pretty big stable in the welterweight division.
Yeah. I'm gonna say adios. Ba. I gotta buy. Can I buy an NFT on here right now? So I was thinking of buying a Hasbulla NFT for the pod.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $200. He just released a new one today. You want to see it? You want to see it? Hasbulla.
Neil Darush was originally intended to be the backup for the UFC 280 main event, but instead was given the fight against Matus Gamrot.
Okay, this is gonna be an NFT you're gonna be able to buy of him.
Nice.
Guys, fucking, I want that one. He's styling in that, bro.
Was the UFC 280 press conference tonight?
Was it?
There's,
If it is, we
there's-
should live stream it. If
There's
it is
a
tonight,
shit ton of stuff going on right now about press conferences.
it does.
I don't think you can play that on us.
No, it's under 30 seconds, right?
I don't know about audio though.
Okay.
Have you already done that?
I'm not. No. I don't really have any interest.
Like receiving or giving?
Charles Oliveira wore a powder blue suit.
I'm fucking scared. I'm fucking
I
scared.
think they're gonna have more than one press conference for this. I think that's what it is. Public event schedule. Let's see. Okay.
No, they definitely have a press conference right now. MMA Junkie just tweeted out 1 minute ago. And it's what, like fucking 4 in the morning there right now? 7 in the morning? I don't know what it is.
Official weigh-in is Friday.
8:50 ES. 8:50 in the.
GST.
What's that? Here.
4:14.
It is 4 in the morning there. Oh my god.
And they're ahead.
They were ahead.
They're 8 hours ahead of us.
It's October 20th over there.
They're 8 hours ahead, which means that.
What? That doesn't help me.
So Friday morning at 1 a.m. is when they have weigh-ins here.
I would live stream that, bro.
Listen, we talked about a 24-hour podcast.
No, what do you
We
mean? I
did.
got work.
Yeah, you do. That's right.
I'd say 4.
Yeah, that's
it'd be
before- that's
4
right.
p.m., bro. Friday, 4 p.m.
How
We want to
is
do a
that possible?
36-hour live stream? No. Hang on.
40.
40-hour live stream, bro? Okay. I might need a raise.
Right.
I'm just saying.
It's on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Wow, it's on Twitch.
It's on Twitch. How about that? UFC has a Twitch channel now.
Hmm.
Oh, weigh-ins are at 4 p.m. GST. So that is 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. 8 o'clock in the morning.
I would call out of work, but I can't.
You're not going to call out of work for a weigh-in.
No, but dude, this is a big.
If someone misses weight, if Oliveira misses weight.
You want to be live streaming. You got to be tweeting. Like, you should watch that at 8. You should be watching that.
I might do a podcast for the weigh-ins.
Or space. You don't have to do. I would just be tweeting, bro.
Press conference. Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure this is right first of all. Yeah, okay, so that is GST. Okay. Press conference was today 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. GST, which would mean that it was noon today. Is that possible?
Yeah. Noon.
Because this says GST.
I don't know. It's very confusing me.
Randy Costa has been removed from the UFC fans ranking pool. Randy Costa, one of the most prolific Boston fighters on the UFC right now. Or, used to be.
Adios.
Why didn't I see anything about this press conference? That's crazy.
Because, Zach, you're just not, I don't know.
Is this what Sean O'Malley was wearing to the press conference? Is that?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, bro.
I know, I saw this, but
what
I
a
didn't know
gangster.
that was the actual press conference. Like, did he actually do the fucking press conference in that? That's hilarious.
Oh, hilarious.
That is Joe Rogan in a new stand-up special. Hilarious. This is a clip from MMA Junkie. This is not 280 press conference that came out. How did this come out on July 22nd? All right. So that's about it because I can't find anything, but we will go over what happened in the press conference tomorrow on our regularly scheduled podcast, which will be at 7 p.m. Eastern time every Thursday night on our Twitter and our Facebook and our YouTube and Fans Only Sports social medias. We're going to be going live again on this Saturday, October 22nd at 10 a.m. Eastern time, Eastern Specific time. That's not what it is it? Eastern Standard Time.
EST, brother.
Eastern Standard Time.
EST.
We're gonna start at 10 a.m. We're gonna go through 5 p.m.
No, we're starting at 9 a.m. We're doing an hour podcast before the fucking fights start, and we're getting breakfast before we do
We're gonna have
the
to go to
podcast.
breakfast like 7 a.m.
Yeah, bro. Welcome to the. Let's go. Here we go.
We're gonna go to bed early Friday night.
Yeah, whatever, dude. 5 a.m. Wake up,
I'm
do a
not getting
pod.
up at 5 a.m.
Imagine
Do a pod. Do a pod. He
hang on.
says 12-hour
No,
podcast.
because we've been talking about like doing regular pods often. I was thinking at work today, I'm like, man, if we were really fucking dedicated, we could do it at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning every day, like a radio.
Problem is
I would have to
I
drive
think
here.
most MMA fans are not up at 5 a.m.
Yeah,
I think a lot of MMA fans have a schedule of like
Yeah, because I mean it's like 1 a.m. in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's another part. Yeah.
You know. So, but it also means content every day. But then again, you can post it later on.
Right. All right. That's going to do it. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing a regularly scheduled podcast. We're also going to do one on Friday. Friday podcast will be probably the best one of the week. But Thursday will also be very good. So make sure you tune in.
No,
because
tomorrow's going to be the best one.
Because we're going to be doing our best.
Tomorrow's going to be the best one. And then after tomorrow, Friday is going to be the best one.
Right.
And then after that, Saturday is going to be better than that.
And then Sunday
Spaces.
Sunday
That's what we're calling it. So
it's not UFC coffee and UFC anymore. I think that's what I called the first one.
Yeah, I think Sunday Spaces is relevant. I think we should change
The alliteration.
Yeah,
alliteration.
you need to
that's
fix
all it
that.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fix that. I think we should change the title every week. Try something. Every week should be a different fucking thing.
Hmm.
You know,
I have
just see what works. What's
I do
clicking.
have different titles every week.
Yeah.
Just not,
Kevin Holland is pretty cool. Got us the fucking most views. So, you know.
All right.
But yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We had a good amount of live viewers today. Make sure to check us out tomorrow night, 7 p.m. and when we are doing our live stream. We are 3 days away from UFC 280. We got 4 more podcasts to go, bud. 4 more to go. Tomorrow's regular podcast. We're doing one Friday. Live reactions. We're done with live reactions at 5. Or I'm done with live reactions at 5.
Yeah. 3 pods to go, 1 Spaces. I don't really count Spaces as a pod, but I think Spaces is going to be very useful later on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get like 500,000 followers on Twitter. You can just host a space. You know what I mean? Boom.
All right, that's going to do it. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.